Okay, so I just finished up putting a little tile right there against the sink. Down here I'm going to put some silicone so water can't get up underneath there, it's clear, and on top of here. And then I'll put a stripe of white acrylic silicone, and this way water will not get in back. This actually helps because we had a gap back here and it wouldn't have looked good with a lot of caulking in it that I see a lot of people do. So here's the counter now that it's clean, and this is why we kept it, and this is why we ended up, building doors and little drawers, because we definitely can utilize that. Put a little black backsplash. There's my paint. That's where the refrigerator goes. In here is the laundry room. So I came in here to finish painting. I didn't do all the walls. I just figured that one, since this is where washer and dryer is going to go and it's going to hide it. But we just recently put up a new light up there for the master. That would be cool. I finished painting a feature wall. It actually matches some of the green that's in the wallpaper. And this is how you can save time and money, by doing stuff like that. So you don't have to pay somebody to do all of the walls. And this got rebuilt as well. And what I'm doing right now is I have little tiles left that I get at the Habitat for Humanity store. And I'm going to do the same thing. Put silicone down here so water can't get up underneath there and behind and on the wall. And then I'm going to put some white acrylic silicone on top of here to waterproof it even more. So staying with the brown to match the trim on the doors. This is what it looks like, and I just take it apart and I get creative with it. So this is basically our finished vanity in the bathroom. Wonder if you guys remember, we've been sucking out all of the vents, and we turned the heater on. There's some more leaves, so we're leaving this one open. We'll have to suck it out again. A brand new toilet. We'll put some brown trim back there. Carpet's going to go in here. This is going to be for the closet, so we're not going to paint in here. The walls look fine. And this is what the shower looks like when it's nice and clean. We put some fixtures in here. Just doing a little bit of stuff like that really makes a difference. Carpet is going to come in here next week in the bedrooms and in the living room. And we painted the living room. I don't know if you could tell, it's like a light gray. But we painted that. One coat, some really good paint. Put up a nice little fan. I've been putting up blinds too for the windows, so it can all match. And then we will continue painting down the hallway. There's some areas I needed to mud that I still need to fix and address. We decided to put strips up here to cover the seams for the ceiling. That's where the tree fell through. So what we'll do is probably end up painting that white. It's no big deal, it's a ceiling. In this little room here, we fixed this wall. So this will be like a little tiny feature wall that divides the closet. It's going to be an open closet with no doors. And we decided not to paint in here either, save some money. We just painted that wall that we had to do a lot of drywall repair. And put the blinds up. And this is our ceiling with our new light fixture. We put some strips up there. We can stain them, but we're just going to leave them. Instead of putting drywall, we put paneling back up there. And then we come into the bathroom. I trimmed out the tub. All I got to do right now is just caulk it all. But trimmed out the window. And all of this is plastic. So you can make a nice little tub surround with some plastic sheeting And then in the corners here, so it's tucked in nicely, it's plastic. I put some finishing nails, white. And then I'm going to come around and caulk all the seams up and through here on top, up here, all the way around. And we put a little bar up there for the shower head. Now what I'm going to do before I leave today, I'm going to put Instagon on the stain. This is not a leak. This was a previous stain from the tree hitting the roof. So I did patch that back there, but I'll come back and show you. It's a very strong product, so I really don't want to do it while I'm doing this. That's my last thing I want to do. But we put down the floor here, cleaned out the sink. We put a new little faucet in here. What a big difference. Everything's nice and clean. So around the corner here, after the carpet gets in, we'll be mopping some floors down, put a little light fixture up there, cleaned out the closet. We're just going to leave the flooring in there since it's good. The carpet will go in here. There was a little hole up here that I fixed. Can almost not see it. That's how good I am. And we didn't have to paint in here. The wall was fine. So this is a rental. Now if this was a rent to own, we may put a little bit more into it. But I tell you, we've spent a lot of time and money in this house, and carpet's going to go down here too. We have to get a 28-inch door. And then put the plate covers up, and then we're ready to rent this out. So when it's finished completely, I will do a complete walkthrough. I don't talk, we just go walk through. We have to get a stove over there and put that in as well. But what a big difference. If you can remember what this kitchen looked like when we first started, and here we are now. May not be the colors that you want, but the top cabinets, whenever they're good, they never seem to get waterlogged or anything. We will keep them, and sometimes I paint them all, and sometimes I do split colors like this. And at the bottom of the cabinets there, I just gotta put another layer of paint on there. And then put some little curtains up over the kitchen window, mop the floors, vacuum the new carpet, and we're good to go. So it is that ugly little duckling making it into a beautiful swan. It sat for almost 5 years, I think, with no one in it. Prior to that was a hoarder, and you saw what we had to do to pull everything out. But Steve and I came in here and we put all this luan down before we put the vinyl planks down, and then we put a little brown baseboard down there just to match over here these little brown baseboards that we wanted to do in the kitchen. It's good for toe kickers, and instead of you can kill roaches with those toe kickers, I guess. But I'm not going to paint back here. The stove's going to go back here. That's the color of the walls in the kitchen and the living room prior to what you see now. This was the color, this green was the color that we used in the double wide. And I wanted to make sure that the double wide had some extra paint left for touch-ups and stuff that need to go on there. And this is what we usually use, Valspar, and that's the color there, even though it doesn't look like it on the walls, but it's really pretty. So I'll be cleaning that backsplash down, getting some dirt off, and I'm going to call it a day and come back and finish up the rest, and we'll be good to go.